What's going on, guys? It's Dave.
Jeremy.
How's it going, man? It's been a while. Sorry about the delay. We've both been busy here. Brand new baby and stuff like that. And he's been doing stuff with his J&S graphics and working with a lot of, artists.
Yeah. Actually, recently doing some more like song art, album covers, and we're working on game development, card game.
Good.
And having to be pretty busy trying to design that.
I feel you, man. I've been busy out there with the restaurant and stuff like that. It's just
and
family, exactly. And you had your family come in or your in-laws come in and stuff like that, and that's the whole thing. With this channel, we have fun with this. We are all about family and friends and having fun, and I appreciate you guys for being patient for the videos and stuff like that. Granny and her bingo friends that are only subscribers, so
yes.
That's okay. But we got big news, guys. This is, like I said, overdue. This came last month. I know this is November. I apologize, but we're gonna do a Halloween That Wrestling Club. Come in here. So and even Stella wants to help here. So I'm gonna pop this open.
So speaking of wrestling, didn't you also Halloween time-ish, maybe a little before, get to go?
Yes, I went October 16th to Monday Night Raw in Portland, Oregon, and dude, I'm telling you, man, it was.
It's awesome.
Yes, I know there's stuff in here for you. Just calm down.
You back up.
You can have one. Just trust me. Yeah, it was great, dude. It was the go home show to TLC. And the weird thing was that a couple days later, we heard that Roman Reigns was out, and Kurt Angle replaced him in TLC. Which, don't get me wrong, was good, but it was kind of weird. I'm glad that we had somebody there that as fans we could watch, but. I didn't expect Kurt Angle to be part of the Shield kind of thing, you know what I mean? And the weird thing is they had a show in Glasgow, Scotland, and Triple H filled in for Roman Reigns. And I'm going, okay, kayfabe out the window. It's gone. There is no kayfabe in wrestling anymore. None at all. I'm going, how can you have Triple H with the Shield, an authority figure that pretty much disbanded the Shield, him and Seth Rollins? There was always a plan B, and that's how he introduced Triple H at Glasgow. He was like, the Roman Reigns ain't here, blah, 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 blah. Apparently he has viral meningitis, mumps or something like that. It's on the dirt sheet, guys. You can check that out. But the guy's sick. It hit a lot of superstars. It hit Bray Wyatt. It had Bo Dallas, which is Bray Wyatt's brother, Roman Reigns, JoJo, which is Bray Wyatt's girlfriend-ish, I guess. But it hit a lot of superstars, and it took them out to the point where you had Finn Balor at the Portland show that I was at, was cutting this kind of weird Charlie Brown, what's it called, the Great Pumpkin Charlie Brown kind of promo. Where he came in as Finn Balor, and then he saw on the big screen they were cutting back and forth where it looked like the Great Pumpkin Charlie Brown. I'm sorry, it did. It did. I mean, I'll show you the video later because you've been busy, dude.
They can check it out.
They can check it out, yeah, too. But I know you've been busy. You haven't really checking stuff out. And,
at least 30 days in the whole drawing.
Right. So speaking of Halloween, that's where we're leading to, is this that wrestling club, because it's a Halloween box. This is the October box, and we're gonna do this kind of
sneakily.
Okay, we want that yet. Okay, so this right here, like I told Jeremy, there is some stuff out of this box that I know he's going to want, and he can have it. So, first things first.
I like these guys because you get toys and stickers and all kinds of fun stuff.
Well, speaking of stickers.
Sweet.
That's Jeremy's.
I'll support that.
That's not Stella's.
No, you can't have it.
Pretty much that right there is a homage to the Bullet Club.
Yep.
So let's see here.
Wrestling Club, Bullet Club sticker. I dig it. I was always drawing skulls.
Okay, I'm gonna pull this out because I know she's been waiting. Because she knows, I think she knows what's in here. Okay, you can't have Halloween without candy.
They sent Halloween candy?
They sent candy.
That's awesome.
So.
But you can't have any candy.
Oh no! There's one piece in here I know she can have.
You've already had treats.
I know she can have one piece in here. If that's okay with you.
Doubtful, but we'll see.
Hold on.
You already fed her pepperoni. You wonder why she goes crazy. It's not the beer, it's the pepperoni.
No chocolate?
Yeah, but I would eat that before I'd let the dog have it.
I'll eat one too.
You get no Starburst, dog. You get no candy. You're already hopped up on.
All right, no candy for you.
On dogness.
I guess you go. No candy for Stella. Sorry.
Don't shut us down for getting dogs
All right.
hopped up on candy.
Right. All right. Let's see here. What else we got? Feels like a magazine.
Starburst. I eat like pound bags of this.
Oh, wait a minute. This is Jeremy all over. That's you, dude. That is yours. 100%. It's a comic book.
No way.
Yeah. Really? That's kind of cool, man. I dig that. All right. That's pretty cool.
That is pretty cool.
So, what you don't know is, okay, it's Brian B. Blair, and he's part of the old school, oh gosh, what they call them? Killer Bees.
Right.
Back in the 80s.
That's what I was saying in
Yes.
the back there.
Yeah.
With that cover.
They used to come out masked, and then for some reason they take their mask off, and I don't know. It was kind of before my time. I tried to keep up with it, but you know, yeah. Brian B. Blair, and Jim Bronzell, and let me tell you something, brother. I'll take you out to Hash Browns and have some pie. That's cool as hell, dude. All right, let's get some more in here.
That's cool.
Okay, we're saving that for last because I know what that is. Okay, like I said, they always send you a pen. Oh man.
That's a good one.
Okay, so the recent It craze,
Yeah.
like crazed, like my own daughter asked me to take her out to go watch it. I wanted to, but I had to work. And then I saw like the reviews and stuff like that, and I'm going, I don't think you should watch this in a theater. Maybe more at home, you know? Maybe more at home.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll still like candy because someone's trying to get into it.
Yeah.
You little turkey. Anyways, so back to this pin here. Pennywise from It. The guy who played him, I can't remember his name, did an amazing job. He wasn't no Tim Curry, but he did an amazing job from what I've seen. And they took Doink the Clown and made him into Pennywise. So I know Jeremy likes pins, but since
that at the kiddo.
Since my daughter asked me,
Halloween trick or treating.
right, okay, so all right, we got a poster.
They've done pretty good on their posters so far.
They really have. I think one of the best ones that we had so far, other than that dad jokes, was the one we had last month with the Halloween. No, what was it? What was the last month? With the dad jokes, we had the.
I'll have to go back and look at it.
Right, would have to. All right.
It's been almost over a month now.
Right, I know. Work and kids and stuff like that, you know. So I just took a little sneak peek of this one. Since I had the autograph, bud, I think you can have this one. This is an authentic poster that they would hang outside of wrestling venues and like cable TV shows, like networks like Charter, or back then it was like Falcon Cable, or stuff like that. Yeah, since I got the Vader autograph, dude, this is 100% yours.
Cactus Jack.
Yeah, Cactus Jack. And the best thing was, it was a spin the wheel, make the deal. That was the name of the match. And what they do is they have this big, huge, like, Wheel of Fortune style wheel that would spin. You had all these different matches, like Last Man Standing. You had barbed wire. You had fire matches. You had glass matches. All these weird ambulance matches. Coal miner's glove on a pole match, stuff like that. Just weird stuff, and you'd spin it, and whatever happened, that was your match. And between this one, dude, you need to watch it.
Man, I'm gonna have to watch that because that sounds familiar.
It's pretty cool. So I think we have a couple things left in here. Let's see. All right. Well, we got the T-shirt because we always do like to do the autograph last.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, so quick story. Back in the day, I always been a wrestling fan. Everybody knows. Everybody on the channel knows that I've always been a wrestling fan.
News to me.
Really? Anyways, so there was a guy back in the day known as the Godfather. And he just recently got inducted to the Hall of Fame here in the last couple of years. He was part of the Nation of Domination. He was known in a couple other industries of other different names and stuff like that. Well, what a lot of people don't know, other than smarks like me, he started off in the WWE, or F at the time, as Papa Shango. And then, after that gimmick failed, they made him Kama Mustafa, or Kama the Dangerous Machine, or something like that. But that failed too, so they made him the Godfather, which kind of stuck. And then they put him with, how do I put this PG? Because I can't say the, with girls that had, how do you put it with being PG? Because I don't want to say the word. You guys know what everybody knows what I'm saying. I can't say it. I'm sorry. Women that wanted company. Is that okay?
There you go.
Is that PG in that?
Yeah, that would work.
All right. So the last thing in here, we got the autograph, and I'm gonna give this to Jeremy like we always do to read, because Jeremy's got a lot of better reading skills than I do. Sorry. Oh wait, whoa! Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Jeremy?
Yeah, I'm reading it. I'm looking at it.
So you saw the autograph on there?
I can see it right here. I see a picture of him signing it. That's what I get every time I read the card for
Okay,
you.
we'll show the autograph and we'll show the picture of him signing. Cause I can't believe this, dude. I cannot believe this. I'm sorry.
That's pretty cool.
Out of all the there's a lot of autographs that I get on these wrestle crates and wrestling clubs and whatever, stuff on the internet that all these packaging stuff. But this one, I'm sorry, this is one of the, other than last month, this is like one of the best. I'm sorry, Bray Wyatt, dude. I have followed Bray Wyatt. Like, I follow at least Husky Harris when he was all these other weird things and FCW and stuff like that. And dude, to have that autograph, that means a lot. That is awesome. That is cool. So, what's that say, bud?
Well, for October 2017, got the exclusive Papa Shango t-shirt, which was awesome.
Yes.
You got the Killer Bees comic book. That thing's neat.
What you got?
Yes.
Like I said,
I dig it. You got the Halloween Havoc 93 poster, which is totally cool.
and it's authentic, man.
You're gonna have to check out that match. I'm sure it's all out there somewhere in
Oh,
TV
yeah.
land. You got Halloween candy. That's awesome.
Yeah, someone tried getting it, but she couldn't have any. Try getting you Starburst, I'm sorry.
Got a really killer wrestling club sticker. Dig that. And the Pennywise Doink mashup lapel pin with another great graphic design. You need to list all their graphic designers for everything they do.
I wish they would. I really wish they would.
Some of
you
their
know.
stuff's awesome. It's in the comic book. You can check that out.
I think it's on the pen. Let me check.
Because some of them they do and some of them they haven't so far.
Let me check the pen. Hold on. I believe it's on the pen.
Like I know one sticker didn't have it, and then the AJ Styles did, and I remember when we got the Jake the Snake, it had a designer's name on there.
It just says that wrestling club,
Yeah, I thought that one just had
and it says RD on the bottom. You know, we might have to tweet that wrestling club.
Yeah, well,
and
I was
see.
actually looking on here now, it's saying that we can share pictures of your box on social media and all that fun stuff.
Right.
Send it to them, so maybe we'll send them a pic and ask them that we were wondering about all their graphic artists.
Right, and that we love these boxes. I mean, like I said, dude, I subscribe to this every month. I have for the last what, 4, 3, 4, something like that.
We're at like 4.
I think we're 4 or 5. We're 4.
Somewhere.
We're at 4 because
we can't count.
We got no. We can't math today.
No, it's been a long month.
It has. It's been a long 2 months.
Yeah.
Between, like I said, work, kids, school, da 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 da. It's just, yeah.
Oh, this is a killer box. They've done great.
Right? And they give us candy.
Yeah, you can't beat giving
Can't
away
beat candy.
Free candy.
Free candy.
Win my favor. That's all. I'm cheap date.
Right. So, we got that wrestling club box here, which is freaking amazing. I'm not gonna say. And the best thing is that, you know, and Jeremy loves this, and I'm going to show it because I don't think we've ever shown it before.
I think I might have said it.
But
once.
you said it. That box reeks of total awesomeness.
Which is one of my favorite words.
And the funny thing is that comes from Edge and Christian, because they reek of total awesomeness. And I said that was actually their show on the WWE Network that, sorry, got canceled, but sucks. And you know, it was a good show. It was like a parody kind of thing, and it was a good show. So, anything new that you really want to talk about, like 100%, or that you can talk about, that you can't leak information, but you know you can talk about maybe a little bit.
Nothing like major. Like I can like say, you know, doing a little bit for an actual, you know, card game and stuff that I've been working on. Hopefully it'll take really well. It's gonna, I guess you'd have to be like us and be able to remember the old toys and the old games and everything. I'm hoping it'll stir up some of the old nostalgia with some kids like us, and maybe keep some of the younger generation into playing some of the older games. But you know, you got war with your card games, and then instead of paper, rock, scissors way back in the day, you remember those like little animal dudes that had holograms, the battle beasts. You'd rub it. Holograms, and the fire would beat the wood.
Fire beat the wood, wood beat the water, water beat the fire. Right. You had all these different like, you know, like the weird, like there were some weird action, and they only had like 2, but they were bad, dude. They were awesome because you never know what you got, because it could change. Like you and I could have the same action figure, but you could have a fire and I have a wood, and it's the exact same guy. Yeah.
And you didn't look really any different. You had to hit the little hologram thing on to find out. But yeah,
like the old Transformers, you had to rub and see who was what.
Yep. Oh yeah.
Who was Decepticon? Who was Autobot?
That was my favorite. You couldn't tell just by looking at the design.
No, you couldn't. Well, nowadays you can, which is sad, you know. But
no, so it's going to be really cool. You know, have that kind of paper, rock, scissors theme, a little bit of the war content, and be a bunch of different farming barnyard animals, and cartoony, very cartoony, my cartoon design. So that's pretty much about it, as much as I can share so far.
So,
and
not to
probably not this year. I would say probably next year we can actually like
get some testing?
Well, hopefully this year we can get testing and stuff done. But next year, I would say,
because I'm excited, dude. It sounds great.
Like have people check it out, maybe see a Kickstarter of it, all that good stuff.
You know, I'm excited about that, dude. That sounds awesome, man.
Oh, it's going to be a fun game, yeah. It's neat to be actually designing a full game instead of just like pieces of something.
Right,
you know?
and it's your own.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm proud of you for that, man. That's what I'm saying, dude. You know, we're all about family. We're all about business and, you know, taking care of, you know, our family and stuff like that. And Jeremy's been working hard. So, like I said, I apologize, guys, for the, you know, the video's not coming out as soon, you know, as fast as possible. You know, we've both been working hard. So
I can only draw and edit so much.
Right. But, you know, we want to keep the channel going, you know, for you guys, you know, for our bingo fans out there with Granny and all them and stuff like that. So, I did actually get a spoiler for a new upcoming cartoon series that's not upcoming. I think we talked about this earlier on. And for all those out there who love the TMNT series that's out there on Nickelodeon right now, spoiler, Jeremy didn't really like it.
Oh no. No, comic book and the first cartoon. Boom.
You didn't like the 2000 one?
No, man, it's not my originals. No, I like all of them. I actually like all the cartoons that bring. I like any kind of reboot of anything that brings light to the originals. You know, there are some guys out there like me that goes, well, where does this come from? Well, where's that come from?
And you know what the funny thing is that there is a 2000 style series with the Ninja Turtles. They bring that into the multiverse.
Yes, actually.
Yes, have you seen that one?
They bring
all of them from the comics to everything.
Yep, they're all different universes of the Turtles, which I'll accept, no problem. You know, I think it's groovy.
Now this one,
I just so far haven't liked the art style of everybody except for the first one. That was just more my classic '80s art style.
And I feel on them. I saw some of the toys. They were okay. I think the only ones that I actually buy the Ninja Turtles will be the wrestling ones. You know, the Ultimate Warrior, the Roddy Piper, the Rock, Sting.
Cool.
You know, those were cool. Those were cool, man. I would actually buy those. But I heard a leak on a couple channels here on YouTube that they're actually doing a new Ninja Turtle series on Nickelodeon, and it's gonna be the old school 2D. But the weird thing is that when you think of Ninja Turtles, you think of who's your main, from top to bottom, who is it?
Well, for me, it's always been Leonardo, Raphael, Donatello, Michelangelo. That's just my perspective from comics and stuff. It goes back and forth, you know, on Raphael and Leonardo if you're a big fan, because Leonardo was
pushing each other and getting fights, and
it was never said who really is the leader, you know. But Raphael has always been technically the leader because he's, you know, the oldest of the Turtles and stuff. But Leonardo has always followed Master Splinter's teachings to a T and has been there to like help out the brothers. So I wouldn't say he's the leader, but a lot of people have always argued that Leonardo's the leader. A lot of people have always argued Raphael's the leader. Both of them have shared the mantle a couple of times. They've both done a great job. Both have like backed off and said, "No, you do it." And you know, I think it's cool. It's a great dynamic that they've always had. You know, but I don't know, with the Turtles that I grew up with, you know, it was really pretty much out there like Leonardo's the leader.
Right. So with this one, exact opposite. Raph's the leader, and they have voices from the DuckTales new cartoon on Disney XD. They have I cannot remember the actor's name, but he was in.
You scope any of the new DuckTales?
I watched some of it. I was not impressed until I actually sat down and watched it. Like, had time to actually look at it and watch it. It's good.
I watched it, and you know me, I'm pretty critical of my cartoons and stuff. And like I said, I always go in it as like totally disregard my old cartoons, so that way you don't feel bad. And I just like go in. It's like, this is a reboot. It's gonna get other people into the old one. Everybody will know the DuckTales theme song again.
Woo!
You know, So that's killer.
No copyright.
But I think this one, Webby was the one that got me. It was
Dude,
like,
right? She was like a.
I dig
she reminded like something of Supernatural or something like that.
I dig it. Yeah.
But no, what I was saying was with all the voice characters,
So the new Turtles.
one of the guys that does Leonardo, he's I can't remember half the time between Huey, Dewey, and Louie, but he's one of those. He's a blue one.
That's funny.
He's the blue one, and he's Leonardo.
So are they going to do blue and orange and green in
As
this one,
far
or are
as
they going to do the all red?
From what I've seen and read, there's no graphics out. There's nothing yet. There's no sneak peeks or anything like that. It was just like a little written thing saying that the Turtles were coming back 2D form. Raph was going to be the leader, which I was saying about with Raphael. He's a lot bigger, and which he should be, because he's technically the oldest.
Well, that means he's always been like the tank
Right.
out of the group.
And they actually do that.
He's the muscle.
They did it last series, but not really as well as I thought they should. But with this one, like I said, the actors. One of the guys from 8 Mile,
Okay.
the big black guy, he does one of the voices. I want to say he does Raphael. I want to say it's Raphael because he's the bigger guy, and we'll talk about much more later off camera, stuff like that, and I'll show you some stuff that I've seen. But I'm excited for it, dude. I'm really excited.
No, I dig it every time they do any of the turtle stuff. What I'm really looking forward to is some more of the. I've heard rumor from watching some of old Eastman's accounts and old Stan Sakai, who did Asagi Jimo, the rabbit samurai.
Yes.
Remember? And
Usugi.
I heard there's actually talk about not just him, but some of the other side characters. Like, I don't know if you remember way back in the day, like Napoleon.
Von Frog.
Yep. And Leatherface.
Leatherface.
Yeah, the old.
Leatherhead.
The alligator. And
Yes.
doing some more of those kind of guys, like all the little side stories. There's like a mutated bat and all kinds of other mutated creatures. So I would like to see some of that.
Right.
I'm wondering if that's going to be in this new one.
I really hope so. Baxter Stockman getting in there, the actual Baxter Stockman. Getting back to our roots as a kid. Rebooting that for our generation, come up to the new generation. They've tried it so many times, they've gotten so close, so close. But another thing that's on there is that April O'Neil is going to be there. The only thing is, and I'm cool with it, this is going to be the first ever African American April O'Neil.
Well, that's interesting. They've never got Baxter right, or I don't know. Maybe one of these reboots they've gotten him right from because
No, they didn't.
he was always that was the weird.
No, you had the blonde guy with the white coat and the purple bow tie and the nerdy glasses.
Comic book geek and you read the original Turtles and then you saw Baxter in the cartoons. Actually, if you checked out the original comics and then checked out Ninja
I think the closest one they had was
that was the real Ninja Turtles there,
right,
and then the cartoon. But
I think the closest one they had was in the 2000s with the guy they had. Their style was
close.
I mean, our generation was kind of like, wait a minute, that's not Baxter Stockman in the comic books. You got a blonde-haired white guy with red glasses that's nerdy.
Yeah, but then you can talk about a bunch of characters that they've messed around with. Like one of my favorite characters, just because he showed up in Spider-Man so many times, was Old Blade. Poor guy. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So, quick spoiler alert, Survivor Series is coming up. Jeremy has not been able to keep up on wrestling.
No, way behind.
So, I'm going to try to fill him in real quick. Okay. You have a 5-on-5 male, 5-on-5 female. Miz versus Baron Corbin as of right now, as of this taping. You have, as of right now, Alexa Bliss versus Natalya. You have, as of right now, The Bar versus the Usos. I've heard of some other signings on there. There's Kalisto versus Enzo Amore on the pre-show, I believe, for the Cruiserweight title. But the big thing is that you were supposed to have Jinder Mahal, as of this taping, Jinder Mahal versus Brock Lesnar. And they put a lot of money into this, like production and stuff like that, all these vignettes and stuff. Well, last night-ish in the UK, for the first time ever, the WWE title changed hands in another country. Also, changed hands for the first time on SmackDown, I want to say since 2003?
Wow.
Don't quote me on that. I haven't done my math on it. I've not really checked in it. But, I mean...
It's been a while.
Yeah, it's been a while. And AJ Styles won it. And so now we have AJ Styles versus Brock Lesnar.
It's an interesting matchup. I mean...
So, no, hold on. Now we have AJ versus Brock. Next week on SmackDown we have Baron Corbin versus Sin Cara. Sorry, it's George. He's having fun. We have Sin Cara versus Baron Corbin for the U.S. title. And you have Charlotte versus Natalya for the women's title for SmackDown. Okay, so if Sin Cara wins, he's going against The Miz. Champion versus champion. U.S. title, Intercontinental title. If Charlotte wins, she's going off Team SmackDown. I'm assuming Natalya would fill in for her. And she'd be going to get up against Alexa Bliss. That is unless Alexa Bliss has a title match on Raw before going into... I don't... Dude, this stuff is just like... Now is the time to be a wrestling fan because everything is jumbled up. You have no clue what's going on. Even like Dave Meltzer has no clue what's going on. And if he has no clue what's going on...
Well, there you go.
Right. Sorry, guys. We did that wrestling club. We talked a little bit about stuff that's going on with us. Before we go, quick 2 seconds. There was a leak today by a certain company for a certain system that I'm not going to say because I don't want to be demonetized. But, yeah, it looks like we're getting another classic.
Yeah. The buzz is coming down on the Super.
No, the buzz is up on the Super. The buzz is up on Switch, because on Switch now you're getting LA Noire, you're getting Grand Theft Auto, you're getting Skyrim, you're getting all these games that are coming out that we never had on the Nintendo ever. So you're sitting there, you're taking Skyrim on the go, you're taking LA Noire on the go, you're taking Grand Theft Auto on the go, you're doing all these games on the go.
No, the Switch is really getting them a lot of, but the Super, the buzz on that classic system is starting to mellow down, just like it did with the NES when they were like, hey, check it out, here's the Super.
Well, the sad thing with the NES is that they had a limited supply. With the SNES Classic, dude, they boosted it.
No, I've heard they've done good on their sales.
A buddy of mine, like, he went to Target in
most
Portland.
Everybody I've talked to just like walked right in.
And he walked up and he's like, oh yeah, here you go. Didn't even had nothing. And I'm sitting there going, oh, okay, well. So I checked online and stuff like that, and scalpers, dude, like for the NES Classic, people are paying like $300, $400 for that thing. For this, top price right now that I saw, $118. Okay, so you're paying $80 for the system retail, right? Plus $5 for shipping, that's included, right? So that's $85. So $117. The scalpers ain't making much on these anymore.
No.
They're not. So,
but no, it'll be interesting to see how long the classic reboots are going to go, because I really think that the folks that are working with the old Atari games and a bunch of the other indie games out there are going the right way with getting that hub to where you can just download whatever you want on there, every single game to specific ones that you want, and I think that's really the way that's going to be. You're going to get to where everybody's just got a ROM that you go and say, oh,
Right.
want this, I want this,
You know,
I want
John-
this from 64, I want this from Sega, I want this from...
And you know the best thing is, well, not the best thing is, but like with these repros and stuff like that, you can actually get it, plug it in your laptop, computer, whatever, and you can download games to your actual system. So like if there's a game that came out on the SNES Classic or the NES Classic or the Sega Classic that you wanted that you didn't have on there, you can plug it in and just actually download it to your system. You know, and that's, you know, it's, I dig it. I mean, it's not stealing.
No, you know, it's not the emulators, it's not stealing, you're not pirating anything.
No, I mean it's totally legit. If Nintendo didn't want you to do that, they would have a blocker in there or something. You couldn't do it. So I think it's just, you know, them trying to say, hey, here's this. What do you think? Oh, here's this website. Go to this. Download these. Here's all the games you wanted that was not on this. And one of the major games on the SNES Classic that I really wanted was Maximum Carnage. That was one of the best LGN games ever. And had the red cartridge and everything. Mm-hmm. So anything you want to close out with, bud?
No, great that wrestling club box for October, for sure.
I'm happy with it.
Yeah.
I'm really, you know, we got the candy, we got the t-shirt, we got the pin, we got all that good stuff. We got the poster, we got a sticker.
You can have your piece. I will help you with this.
No, I'm going to do this. I'm going to eat this right here. I don't eat candy, but still. I'm going to do this. Go out on a note here. It's got some.
Oh, I eat candy. I eat all this candy. All the candy. That's why I pay expensive dentist bills.
All right, guys. Well, thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you.
Like we said, I apologize for the wait. You know, Grandma Bingo Club. We'll get more videos out. We promise.
Yes.
All right. All right, bro.
On it.
Have a good night, guys.